Welcome to Officer Cops, where we will take you through some of the most dubious and awful police encounters. Today we'll look at a case in which a police officer on a power trip unjustly imprisoned an innocent guy and was caught red-handed on the spot. On October 7, 2023, Officer Duvor of the Den Springs Police Department was out on patrol when he saw a car making abnormal maneuvers ahead of him on the road. Officer Dodd chased the car with his license iron activated, signifying a traffic stop. Ms. 2, the driver, promptly obliged by halting his vehicle and remaining in position as Officer Did waited for an additional police unit to arrive before contacting them. The body-worn camera of the officer on board reported the event.
Hey, sir, you do me a favor, step to the front of my uniform?
Tell me what you pulled me over for? Expiration 11 and 26.
What do you want?
And it's showing to be insured.
Do me a favor, stand in front of my unit, please.
I can stand where I want. You can tell me what you pulled me over for.
Okay, so for my safety, I want you to stay in front of my unit.
And for auditor safety, I would like for you to tell me why you stopped me.
So
Who are you?
I will in just a second. Hey, man, stand in front of my unit.
I could stand where I want, dude.
The officer immediately asserts power aggressively, aggravating the situation. He instructs the driver to stand 2 feet away and gives him other illegal directions. A graded scale for police-civilian contacts, established in People versus Dio, requires growing reasons for increasingly invasive encounters. Failure to comply with an officer's positional instruction without additional justification does not warrant punishment or escalation.
My traffic stop.
No, my traffic stop. What do you want? What did you pull me over
Do me a favor, you can put the cell phone
No,
down.
I can hold my cell phone.
When it interferes with a...
It's not interfering. Recording.
It is.
Turner
It
versus
is.
driver says it is not interfering. Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi, as Turner versus driver, have every right to film me.
Officer's early statements to the motorist show his tyranny. The police told Mr. 2 to put his phone down, meaning he couldn't record. Based on this, there is a clear violation of Mr. 2's First Amendment rights to videotape the police. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or bridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Mr. 2 emphasized the landmark Turner v. Driver decision, establishing the constitutional right to observe and record law enforcement officials. The 2017 Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals judgment confirmed that such conduct is permitted under the First Amendment, allowing civilians to photograph police legally.
Did you pull me over for?
So the reason why I stopped, I noticed you were veering back and forth.
Oh, don't give me that. It's all on dash cam.
So do you want
Don't
me to
give me that
finish?
shit, it's all
Do you
on
want
dash
me to
cam.
tell you, or are you going to let me explain, or are you going to keep bumping your gun?
I'm going to keep bumping my guns because I have every right
Got
to
your
talk.
ID on you?
What do I need to get my ID for? What law did I break?
And
What law
proper-
did I break?
Improper lanes.
Improper lanes, I was in my lane. I got dash cam to prove it. I never broke line either side.
You don't have to break line.
The police erroneously accused Mr. 2 of unlawful lane use, as the dashcam film appears to indicate. Worse, the officer said drifting inside one's lane might result in a lane use penalty even if the car doesn't breach lane lines. This conflicts with Louisiana State Law Section 79, which states that when a roadway is split into 2 or more indicated lanes for traffic, the following regulations, in addition to all those compatible herewith, shall apply. A vehicle should stay in one lane as much as possible until the driver is sure it can be done safely. These standards state that swerving inside a single lane does not constitute incorrect lane usage, making the traffic stop illegal. Thus, Mr. 2 is not held lawfully. By extension, he does not need to present an identity. Remember this while we watch body cam footage. Tie an ESTMPS.
What do you mean I had to break line? I didn't do
Statute
anything.
says veering back and forth. It's improper
Veering
lane
back.
use.
I was not veering back and forth.
This ain't the courtroom. I see your driver's license, please.
This is not the courtroom.
Nope.
This
May I
is not
see
the
your driver's
courtroom.
license,
So you're pulling me over saying that what? I'm
May I
drunk?
see your driver's license?
You're saying
please,
that
sir?
I'm drunk?
I'm not. Are you
Okay.
having a medical episode? Are you distracted? Are you tired? Have you been driving for a long time?
I don't answer questions. How about that?
Take a look at your driver's license, please.
Okay. Who are you, Den Springs? Who are you, Den Springs? What's your name and badge number?
I told you my name is Officer DeBoard, Den Springs Police Department.
Okay. And you're going to be one of the slow ones that just messed up. Now, what else do you want?
415-527.
This is harassment. Y'all are harassing me because of who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Well, I'm telling you, I am your worst nightmare at this point.
415.
What?
I'm going to tell you something.
I don't care what you got to say.
If you say that again, I'm going to take that as a
It's called
threat.
freedom of speech. Learn.
I
See,
will
you
take
better
that.
learn the law.
I will
Learn the law.
take that
Learn
as
the
a
law.
threat and act
What?
accordingly.
How is it threat?
The video footage shows Mr. 2 complying with the officer's illegal ID request. Article 25.1 of the Louisiana State Legislature states that a law enforcement officer may stop a person in a public place who he reasonably suspects has committed, or is about to commit an offense and demand his name, address, and explanation. However, there's no reasonable suspicion of a crime. ID requirements were unlawful. The police also ordered the driver not to make allegations, threatening him if he did. The cop is again trying to violate Mr. 2's First Amendment right to free speech. In the city of Houston this Hill, the Supreme Court ruled that police officers cannot sue for words alone since the First Amendment protects severe criticism and challenge of law enforcement. The 1987 Houston Ordinance banning police verbal interruptions was overturned, demonstrating the constitutionality of free speech even when it includes the police.
I'm telling you. 26,
Look at this. Oh man, you're gonna let this fool fucking do this stupid Sunday? Really? You know I don't do nothing wrong. I don't break laws.
You know, I was just gonna let you off with a warrant, but I'm gonna write you a ticket.
For what?
Proper lane usage.
I didn't change lanes.
Veering back and forth.
I did not break line.
You're gonna get
Write me a ticket. Write me the ticket. Go ahead. Go write me the ticket. Go on.
Stand right there. Actually got any weapons on you? Turn around, face
I don't
my
answer questions. And this is going to be an illegal search.
Turn around, face my unit.
Really?
Place your hands on top of your head and interlace your fingers.
I'm recording. Oh, okay. See this people? See this people? See this people?
Now, spread your feet. Now it's an all for safety thing. You need to learn the law. So right now, I'm gonna be quiet. Shut your mouth.
Oh, no, that's no.
Oh, I'm gonna show you. So I can conduct a lawful pat frisk for weapons for officer safety.
It's called Terry versus
And
Ohio.
I gave you 3 lawful commands and you sat there. You got 1 time. Yep, and you just messed up. I'm not interested in weapons.
I don't have to answer questions.
I'm not asking you no questions.
You asked me about
You got the right to remain silent. Use it. Be quiet.
I want to.
Then use it. You threatening me again?
Are you gonna get a written?
Hey, got it written up. You don't even know.
You're gonna get a complaint form.
Good.
It's gonna go on your jacket.
Come on with it.
It's gonna get. Oh, I got it too.
Yep. Put the phone down, man. You don't have to.
Oh, I don't have to.
No, you don't. Statute doesn't state that.
What does the statute state for?
Put the phone down.
We're gonna write my ticket for, I guess, driving straight. Don't retaliate.
So this one's wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know law better than you.
Up to you, going right thing.
Have you all dealt with him before?
I dealt a couple times, see, but I don't really, he didn't really cause any problems. Him and Payne get into it a lot. They really don't like walk with PD that much.
Well,
It's up to you, going right
well,
thing.
so I dealt with this with the cell phone thing when it interferes with the investigation.
It's just in general, he's still allowed to record. You can't tell him.
But within a certain distance of a law enforcement officer.
They haven't
conducting-
approved that yet. They're trying to get that approved. I don't think it's in Louisiana. It's in a different couple states. I think Florida approved it first. But
Yeah,
I
it's
have
approved here when I dealt with it.
well, I have to double check on them.
I'm gonna do that right now.
The Sergeant Payne's the chick position. Sergeant Payne makes the position. Don't get us all on gas. All on gas.
Be quiet.
No, they don't.
If you step any closer to me, stand right over there. If you step one more foot closer to my unit, I'm going to take it as a threat, and I'm going to act accordingly.
How do you even move?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm still waiting for a response back.
Given the potential litigation, the assisting officer advised Officer Dort to move cautiously and definitively before issuing a ticket. Thus, this conversation has shown that Officer Dort does not know the law, casting doubt on law enforcement. Poor Officer Dort kept repeating unpassed legislation. A closer view shows that he retires to his police cruiser to hunt online for the statute, but finds nothing supporting his stance. According to his fellow officer and internet research, Governor John Bell Edwards vetoed a bill that would have criminalized approaching police because it would have chilled First Amendment rights. The proposed rule made it illegal to come to a police officer within 25 feet while they were on duty in public. The bill's creator said it protected the police. The ACLU of Louisiana, which had requested the governor veto the measure, praised Edwards' decision, saying spectator testimony and video recordings have been the most persuasive proof of police misconduct in recent years. Monitoring the police is crucial to accountability.
Dispatch 415, we got it back. It's negative.
Well, I don't know who's driving. Remember, I'll just say hey to y'all. Honest to God, no. They guys strike me down right now. I don't know which I'll drive. I'm just a backup officer, but
I wasn't going to write him a ticket.
Officer Dort has frequently said that he did not want to cite Mr. 2 and did not suspect him of DUI. Since suspicion of drunkenness is a typical reason for a traffic stop, Officer DeBoard's comments may be an attempt to blame the motorist rather than recognize probable misbehavior. The Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which forbids arbitrary searches and seizures, is one piece of legislation and rule that governs traffic stops. It says, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized." This indicates that a traffic stop must have reasonable suspicion of a legal violation. If Officer Dort had no reasonable suspicion and driving under the influence was not a factor, the halt may violate Title 42, Section 1983 of the U.S. law. Citizens can sue for police misbehavior and other civil rights breaches under this law.
Person is either principal or accessory crime detained. Let's see.
also people knew for sure that he was there. Not trying to dumb questions.
So I noticed
because this is how that Walker
noticed,
got in trouble. But they do have dash cams.
Well, I know. Yeah. So I noticed he veered to the center lane of travel right before he crossed over the intersection. Mm-hmm. But after that, he didn't veer. See, I dealt with this in Point Capite, and when all that's going on, when it interferes with a law enforcement investigation, take the phone, turn it off.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah, I know.
Go fight this going forward.
I know.
So.
Not like I ain't been written up or tried to been sued before. It's been doing this 12 years, man. Not the first time that it's happened. Whenever environment more clearly lane track in addition
But
to
all that tweak on is dial it back, don't feed it to that's what he wants. That's what the view's gonna get, that's what the camera wants.
I just don't want him to keep walking towards my unit, because for me that's an officer safety thing, and I can articulate that all day in court, and he won't beat that.
In the exchange, Officer Dort shows unethical behavior by suggesting he might use officer safety to justify any subsequent actions against the driver, exploiting the gray area of the law to avoid legal scrutiny. The second officer seems to agree with Officer Dort that the stop was unjustified, so he tries to talk with him and de-escalate his approach. Simply put, an officer is seeking to justify an illegal detention.
Be moved in such a lane until a driver first ascertains such movement may be safe. Well, if I don't write him a ticket, then write him a ticket.
No, it's up to you. You got officer discretion all day, every day. But he is one normal shit. It's either way it's gonna go. You just have to not let it get to you. Or
my main concern is officer safety. Right
now. I feel you on that, but
well, I didn't have to tell him 3 times.
It's up to you if you want to write them, but it is what it is.
Well, am I going to deal with any backlash if I don't?
No, officer discretion is what it is.
Oh, so here's the thing. So I don't have a dash cam, and now is it going to show him veering? Probably not. The way his dash cam is positioned, because I see it right here, it's not going to show him veering. It's not going to show.
The body cam recording shows Officer Dort admitting there's no evidence Mr. 2 swerved lanes. Shouldn't he have considered this beforehand? Whatever the case, he knows this citation will be dismissed in court. He blames Mr. 2's dash cam's location for not capturing the swerving, which makes no sense as his police car has no dash cam. Officer Dort's predicament is obvious.
Yeah. It's up to you if you want to write them. If not, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we got also discretion. You want to decide it ain't worth the headache. Or if you want to just hit him with the ticket, you've seen him veering, your word against us, we're going to go to court. Either way, this is going all over YouTube, so. I'm just trying to make you dial back to don't feed into it. And I'm not trying to keep trying. I don't want to correct you on his camera because then it's going to feed into his trolls.
I know. All right, well.
If things go for it and all that.
No, I'm not sure what there it is. Just be safe.
Sergeant Kane probably put it to it. I would imagine Sergeant Kane probably put it to it.
Don't get your knife till you pull off. I'm going to cut you a break tonight. Okay?
Give me a break
I'm going to cut you a break.
Oh.
Can I give your driver's license back?
You have a license?
Hold on. How you pronounce your last name?
I don't answer questions.
How you pronounce your last name? Tulos?
It's Bree. I'll give you that much.
Well, I just want to be respectful. Tulos?
Respectful, you pulled me over for no reason just now.
I don't pull people over for no reason. So, next time we have this conversation, there'll be some paper.
Next time we have this conversation,
You're free to go.
So the traffic stop over. Am I free to go, officer?
You're free to go.
I'm free to go.
After this stressful and unwanted interaction, Mr. 2 filed a formal complaint against both police. He believed the accompanying officer should avoid and report the first officer's misbehavior. The Law Enforcement Code of Ethics requires law enforcement officers to report their colleagues' unlawful and unethical behavior, which Mr. 2's accusations supported. As of this recording, it's unknown if Mr. 2 won the complaint. See our earlier video on another awful police incident.